Hello guys, welcome back to DevOps Desk. In this video, I'll show you how to install PuTTY and PuTTYgen on Windows machine. Also, how to create a AWS EC2 key pair and how to connect your EC2 instance from a Windows machine using PuTTY. This tutorial is beginner friendly and very important if you are learning AWS, Linux or DevOps. Let's start from the basics and go step by step. So before installing anything, let's understand what PuTTY and PuTTYgen are. PuTTY is a free SSH client for Windows machine, and it allows us to securely connect from a Windows system to a Linux server like an AWS EC2 instance or Azure VM. PuTTYgen is a key generation and conversion tool. So generally PuTTYgen will convert .pem key to .ppk file because AWS provides a .pem key file, but PuTTY requires a .ppk file. So PuTTYgen is used to convert .pem to .ppk, which is mandatory for authentication when using PuTTY. Now let's download PuTTY. Open your browser and search for PuTTY official website. Remember, always download PuTTY from the official site only to avoid malware. Since we are using Windows 11, download the 64-bit installer on your machine. So this single installer includes PuTTY, PuTTYgen. Once downloaded, let's install it. Go to your downloads and search for the file PuTTY is downloaded or not. Now double click the downloaded installer. Click next, next and continue with the default options and click on finish to install and wait for a few seconds. Once installation is complete, search for PuTTY in the start menu. You can see PuTTY is installed here. Now let me clarify PuTTYgen because many beginners get confused here. So to install PuTTYgen, go to your browser and search for PuTTYgen. Open the official PuTTY website link here and scroll down and read this how to use PuTTYgen. The important thing is you do not need to install PuTTYgen separately. Once PuTTY is installed, PuTTYgen is installed automatically. You can simply search for PuTTYgen in the start menu and open it. So let me search in search menu PuTTYgen. Here, open it. Here you can see PuTTYgen. Okay, and next, let's create a key pair in AWS EC2. Log into AWS console and go to EC2. From the left menu or in the here you can see key pairs. Click on this. Here you can see there are already two existing key pairs, but ignore those for now. Let's create new key pair. In the top right, click on create key pair. I'm naming it as a DevOps key pair and select key type as a RSA default. File format is .pem. Okay. Now click on create key pair. The .pem file will be downloaded automatically. This key can be downloaded only once, so store it safely. Now we will convert this .pem file into .ppk file. Let's see how we can convert it. Open PuTTYgen from the start menu. Click on load and select your .pem file. If you don't see the file, change the file type to all files. Then you can find the .pem file. Select this, open. Once loaded, click on save private key. Sometimes you have to generate and click on save private key. Okay, ignore the warning and save the file as .ppk only. So I'm saying it as a DevOps keeper. This .ppk file will be used by PuTTY for our SSH login to EC2 instance. Now let's get the EC2 connection details. Go to your console, click on EC2 instances. Under instances you can see there are no instances. So let's create one. For launching a new instance, click on this name this instance. I'm selecting it as a Ubuntu, and I'm giving the default instance type. And here we have to select the key pair which we have created earlier. So go to key pair section and see we have created a DevOps key pair, and I'm going to select the same key pair here, and I'm changing the networking things, selecting default VPC and selecting the subnet, and I need public IP to connect SSH, so enable, and select existing default security group. Okay, and launch new instance. So we have to wait until the status checks 3 by 3 is passed, so that we will know that instance is up and running. Okay, yeah, you can see instance is up and running now. Copy this public IP address. Okay, now open PuTTY. In the hostname field, enter the public IP which you copied, and the port is 22. Okay, now go to connection, and here under SSH click on this, and authentication, you can see, click on that. Under authentication, and here we have to click browse and select your .ppk file. Click open, accept the security alert. Okay, here login as a Ubuntu user. While launching this EC2 instance, we selected Ubuntu as the operating system. That's why during SSH login, you must use the Ubuntu user. Once you logged in, let's quickly verify the user by running the command whoami, and the output is Ubuntu. That means you have successfully logged into your EC2 instance and your SSH connection is working correctly, and you are now inside the Linux server. And before connecting to EC2 using SSH, there are a few important things you must check. Go to your EC2 security group and ensure port 22 is allowed. SSH works only on port 22. In my case, for learning purposes, I have allowed all traffic. But in real production environments, you should restrict port 22 to your IP only. Always keep your .pem and .ppk files safe. Do not delete them and do not share them with anyone. If you lose the key file, you cannot SSH into the EC2 instance again. The only option then is to create a new instance or recover using advanced methods. That's it for this video. You have successfully logged into EC2 as Ubuntu, verified your SSH login, understood the security group requirements, learned key file safety best practices. In the next video, we will explore basic Linux commands inside EC2. Okay? If this video helped you, like, share and subscribe to the DevOps Desk. See you in the next one.